How's it going? We are not in our shop. We are in a, how shall I say, Dad's Empire Dirt, because he's got heat. I don't want to fire the forge up just to do this little project. So here we are. I had a structural issue with my hammer, and so we are going to be fixing that issue. We are going to be playing with some wood, and we're going to go through and we're going to go and rehandle this. Now, before I get started, I'm going to preface this with the fact that I'm going to do everything that I can to explain to you guys what I'm doing, why I'm doing, and how I'm doing it. I'm not a full-blown expert, but this is everything to the best of my knowledge, and hopefully I'll learn more as time goes on. Video angles and things like that in this are going to be kind of one way, because my dad is being nice and allowing me to use his heated shop. So here we are. So first things first, I'm just going to go through the process real quick. What we're going to do is I'm going to take and we are going to drill out this handle and extract this bad boy out of here. I shouldn't say bad boy. Yeah. We're going to extract this out of here, and then we're going to get this prepped and ready to go in. When this is ready to go in, first thing that we're going to do is you can kind of see it. Yeah, we'll use that right there. See that shine on there? They put some sort of finish on these to seal them up. I don't like that. What we're going to do is we're going to get that off. I got some sandpaper, so we'll be stroking some wood today and using abrasives to get rid of that. Then what we'll do is we'll use our dead blow here, get it fitted nicely within the actual hammer itself. And then we'll use some glue. We'll tap our wood wedge that's in here. We'll put some glue on there, throw it in here, tap that in there. And then I got some boiled linseed oil off to the side here. We'll get that and we'll burn this. We'll coat this with the linseed oil so it kind of absorbs on the outside and get a finish there. While the head's glue is sitting, I'm gonna wait about 30 minutes on that because the glue takes a while. And then we're gonna throw in the metal wedges in there. Then last things last, and this is gonna take the most amount of time. You guys probably won't see it, but I'm gonna take this, drop that in the one, or take this with the new handle on, drop this in there into our actual canister of linseed oil, and that's gonna cause the wood to soak up the oil and actually hydrate the wood, which in my opinion gives it extra strength. It also prevents water from getting into it because it's an oil and the oil will never dry out. So one, it'll increase tension within the head to make it fit nice and tight so it's not as likely to fall off. The other thing that it'll do is, like I was saying, is it doesn't allow water to get in there, so it helps prevent the wood from rotting out. So let's get started. Alright, as you guys saw, we got this extracted. I'm gonna see if maybe you can see it. Yeah. So you can see the drill bit. Got a couple of chatter marks there on the inside because I had to go at weird angles and things like that to try and get her loosened up as much. I didn't want to sit here and beat it out with a punch and chisel and all that fun stuff. So I just used the drill bit. I don't think it'll be too bad. It'll be fine. I'm doing a test fit. So test fit, we got a little bit of a gap up there on the top. That's fine, that'll get taken up with the wedges. But down here, got a nice, pretty snug fit. So I think I picked the right handle. I didn't explain this before, but when I was ordering the handle, yeah, I had to special order this one in because it's more of a teardrop style handle versus square head that you always find in hardware stores. I had to special order this in. But like I was saying, we're gonna, now you guys are gonna have to sit here and watch me stroke my wood as I get rid of the finish on here. We're gonna start out with some 80 grit. We're just gonna do it by hand. Just gotta get enough to get the sheen off of it. And then once I get the sheen off of it, we'll smooth it out a bit with some 180 here. Alright, next thing we gotta do is, like I was saying, we gotta attach this. Now what you don't wanna do is you don't wanna come over here and start banging on this because you're not gonna get it to set nice and level. And as you can already tell, it's the top of our handle is already sticking through the top of our handle head. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna give her a heave-ho snug here. And then we got our dead blow. And if I do this right, was basically free floating, driving the hammer down will end up setting it into the handle itself. Or not. Give her a couple of taps to snug it up a little bit. And now, yep. See the difference? And you can also see how some of the wood got curled up there. Yeah. Now, next thing's next. I'll grab a rag, we'll grab some glue, and we will set in the wedge. Aw, cute. They gave us instructions. We don't need those. Looks like we got a little trimming we're gonna have to do here. real quick, just wanted to explain the logic behind this if you've never done this before. But you put your wood wedge in because they already, they got their slit here for you to throw it in, and that's where that goes. But the reason for that is so that it spreads the actual handle itself side to side, because the heads of these, if they're properly made, actually have a taper on them. And your bottom of your hammer is actually going to be a smaller opening than the top of your handle. And we saw that before when we drove this in, and I showed you guys before I started beating it in place, is that there was nice snug fit down here, but there was gaps up here. There's a reason for that. So when you drive your wood wedge in, it's going to take your handle and it's going to spread it out. I'm going to use left and right here because that's the way I'm orientated to you. So it's going to spread them out left and right this way. And then any gaps that are this way, you throw in your brain fart, your wedges, there you go, your metal wedges, perpendicular to those to help spread any wood that's there this way, so then you can fill up all of this eyelet and get a nice snug. And we're gonna go and take this a step further that most manufacturing companies today won't deal with, but I'm not gonna do that till probably about 30 minutes because I at least want this wood glue that's in here to get a baseline setting up, and then we're gonna drop it in some linseed oil and let it soak. But before I do that, I'm just gonna grab a rag, take a little bit, and doll up the handle here. Got the hammer in there. It's been about 30 minutes. We're gonna let her soak up. Probably let it sit for about 24 hours. Hope you guys learned something from this. I picked up all these tricks from watching other blacksmithing videos, my experience out there in the oil field, rehandling like sledgehammers, things along those lines. So that's kind of where my experience on doing this sort of thing comes from. Hope you guys liked it. Hope you learned something. And let me know your thoughts down there in the jazz hand, angry section. Do that whole comment routine thing. Let me know what you think, and hope you enjoyed it. Till next time, you guys, get out to your shop, work area, craft room, whatever the case may be. Make something, enjoy yourself, and don't work too hard.